while, so I thought I would just get the camera on and just see what's up, guys. What's up? All right, so I have been, for those of you who've followed me, just about a month ago, I said it was going to be my last 30 days in China, right? Today, the 28th of October, is the 30th day, and I'm still in China, all right? So, hey, Eastern Wind, welcome to the impromptu stream. Thank you for joining. It's been pretty hectic for me. Basically, when I knew that I have 30 days left, I was busy sorting out my stuff, including vacating my apartment and trying to put things in place. So finally I'm here. I'm still in China, and if fingers crossed, if things work out my way, stars are aligned, then I am bullish about my chances of still staying here in the next month and beyond. So what happened is, when I got notice that my visa was up on the 1st of October, and because of different requirements, things have changed. There was some kind of a reform in terms of the Chinese visa requirements, immigration, such that foreigners must have a valid reason to be in China. I'm not sure again if it's due to COVID, but here we are, right? So it was explained to me very clearly by the immigration officers that even if I was coming over here to just check on my business products and stuff like that, it's considered as working. So they would require me to be properly processed in terms of our eligibility of being in China. So when I spoke on YouTube 30 days ago that that was my last 30 days in China, I wasn't exactly joking, because it was a case of when things would come, right? On the 28th of September, I lost my passport. So therefore, come the 1st of October, I didn't have a passport to be having my visa invalidated, so to speak. So that allowed me 30 more days in China. And I basically went to the immigration office on 2 days ago, right? 2 days ago, I think so. Today it's Friday morning, so Thursday, yeah, so Tuesday, 2 days ago, I went to the immigration to extend, because the fact is that my Singapore passport, the new passport that I applied for, hasn't arrived. So that's the crux. So had my passport arrived before the 28th of October, then I would be clearly without any authorized visa to stay in China. So I definitely have to get my passport and then exit China. No questions about it. So the good thing is that as of today, 1 month into when I first applied for the passport has yet to arrive, which meant that I could technically go to the immigration office, which I did, and explain to the officer that, hey, my passport has not arrived. So they went through the motions and basically gave me another, I would believe, another 30 days. I won't know until the 2nd of November because that's when I'm supposed to go back to the immigration office to collect my actual, stay permit, so to speak. Because right now I'm just having a piece of paper and it says come back on the 2nd of November, and I'll know, right? Because I have actually real accounts that people going back to receive this visa or stay permit could be a duration of like 10 days, 15 days. So if I get a 10-day, 15-day extension, it's not going to be good for me. I need the proper 30 days. Now, why do I need the proper 30 days? Because in that 30 days, I would be able to complete the rest of the process for me to get my work pass in China. So previously I had been working on that work pass, but again there was certain hey guys, so I'm just ranting away before I saw your messages, but I'm just trying to get my points across to let you guys know what's happening because you guys were asking. So I was saying that yes, I was unable to do the proper processes for the work pass in the previous 30 days, right? So now that I'm going to be getting presumably another 30 days of stay in China, then I would be eagerly anticipating the arrival of my new passport, in which I would be able to carry out the rest of the process to complete this company where I'm in the company, where I can apply for the work pass, where I need to go to the hospital for a medical checkup, where I will have to go to the local police station to verify that I have no criminal records in China. Yeah, so things like that, right? So I would probably talk more about it once I get there. But at the moment, I'm just giving an update to you guys on what's happening right now. Basically, today I got my hey Jane SA. So basically today I got my second and I believe a final shot of the vaccine. I got it on the 5th of October, the first shot, and then 21 days later can I be eligible for the second shot, and I got it today, which is the 28th of October, right? So past the 21 days, got myself the booking, went to the vaccination center, got myself the jab. Again, no feeling at all, no soreness, nothing, that's absolutely nothing, no soreness, and yeah, so now I would say that I'm fully vaccinated. Let me see if I can show you guys the proof. So just bear with me a little bit as I pull out the whatchamacallit. Let's see. Why is it not showing? Okay, because my connection is not there. All right. So there we go. So that again is the proof that I have the vaccine, and over on that side it says that there was just done a day ago. Right. So this golden thing shows that it's the vaccine. Hey, Grey Fox, thanks for joining, man. So yeah, I got my jab, and what I did was I took my my bicycle. All right, guys. Let's see if I can again pull it out. Let me pull it out. Love to do all these show and tell. So let's see. There we go. So that's basically my. If it's gonna turn. All right. Right. So that's basically my little bicycle that I got from Hong Kong. So this bike was in my old place in Luowu, and currently I'm in Longgang, right? This is actually where, for those of you who follow the Barretts, that's where the Barretts are staying, in this area. So we are technically neighbors now. So I took this trusty little bike and I basically cycled from Luowu over here. Hey Sky, yeah, let me try to backtrack, or you can, let me see if I can backtrack. Okay, so anyway, let me go forward first. So yeah, I biked about 3 hours, right? I started my journey at 4 p.m. today, and I arrived here at 7 p.m. So it's a 3-hour journey in which I went through, you know, a reservoir, I went through a highway, I went through, you know, my old playground, because I was here back in the day where the factories were here. You know, I was sharing the stuff as I went along to my WeChat group. So yeah, did that final piece of the puzzle, bringing the bike over, right? Because the bike couldn't fit into the transportation that I used to move my stuff over here. And I'll just show you guys later briefly this place. And the reason why I moved, okay, a bit of there's a bit of a dual thought process to it. So the first thing was, I was actually paying about 4,500 RMB for my previous place a month. And it's not as if I tried to break the contract purposefully, right? It is because when I knew that I wasn't able to extend my stay in China based on my previous or current status, meaning that I'm here for no reason, right? They were previously giving me the visa based on personal reasons. It's called an S2 visa, which they have scrapped, by the way. So before that, I was here on personal reasons, so to speak, right? You know, doing personal stuff. And when I knew that the personal reason visa was scrapped, and I've explained this, I think I've explained this in my previous stream. So I knew I had to act. So I had to leave and vacate my place that I just had a housewarming like 4 months ago, because I signed a 2-year contract, because I was definitely gonna be in China for the long run to do my work. But because the immigration confirmed that I can no longer stay on a personal reason, I have to get myself a proper reason, which is work. And because the way to get a work pass has many steps, and all these steps couldn't be achieved within the short period of time that I had, the window from the time I knew that they scraped the personal stay. I was like maybe having like 2 weeks notice, right? 2 weeks. So 2 weeks was impossible for me to do all these steps. Hence, my passport was lost, and hence I bought myself 30 more days of time. And since the new passport has yet to arrive, I'm getting another 30 days. So these times were all used to actually do and process the, you know, getting me to where I should be, which is the work pass, right? So that hopefully explains, well, I was actually talking about the rent, right? The rental thing. So I had to vacate because I really didn't know whether or not I could get all these things done in time. So let's say that today didn't happen. Let's say that I got my passport back a few days ago, right? The new passport, and I had no way to extend my stay anymore. I had to leave. So how could I have all my stuff in the old place, or how could I react quick enough to get all my stuff to somewhere and I had to leave the next day? So that was basically the plan I had. I had to vacate that current place that was paying 4,500 RMB a month. I got to vacate it first and be prepared to move, right? So I shared my vacating of that apartment with my guys on WeChat, and basically they knew what I was doing. I was like basically packing up stuff, putting it into the car and moving it to the warehouse until a point in time where I only left with my computer and like some stuff that had to be left around. So that finally was all moved out just, I would say, 3 days ago, right? 3 days ago I came in here, and I came in here basically also on the fly. I came into Longgang and I found a place, and without hesitation, 2,800 RMB was the rent. I just said okay, and I'm here because now I know that I'm able to have a chance to there's a high chance that I'm going to be staying, right? So I had to stay here because I've already by then moved all my stuff out from the 4,500 RMB place. There's no way I'm going to be moving things back. Plus the fact that I can now actually have a cheaper stay, 2008 versus 4,005, and this place is also closer to my area of work, the factory, versus in Luohu. Again, back in the day, why I was in Luohu was because I had to commute between Shenzhen and Hong Kong, but that is no longer the case because the borders are closed, right? I would only say that I was maybe in hindsight, I should have moved here much earlier, right? Because obviously the rental difference is almost half price. Yeah, so that's where I am now. I'm still sorting things out. I don't have my hi Eric. So yeah, I don't have my computer set up yet. I'm actually on the mobile phone. So yeah, so that's basically it, right? 2 jabs. I got my jabs today. I am gonna be. I was basically the last 3 days busy moving in here, getting the stuff, and then going back to get my bike back, getting the jab. So very hectic last few days, and finally tomorrow, Friday, I'm gonna be onto the factory to actually do my work after spending the whole week doing all this stuff. So I'm gonna just bring you guys around the apartment to just check it out. So that's the light that I was looking at. So basically over here we have a living area compared to the previous time when I was having the whole place just, the whole place was just one stretch, right? You guys saw my housewarming. It was the living room plus the bed. It's all in one area. But now I have the sort of like a nicer environment here. Like there's a kitchen with the doors. Behind me would be the toilet here. All right. So it's not too bad. It's like that. Okay. I cleaned it all up because it was kind of in a bad state. So I had to spend time cleaning it up. Right. I was really scrubbing the place. And there's a little room here where there is gonna be where I sleep. Right. So yeah, that's a proper room. Right. And hey Jay, I'm not sure if there's another housewarming because I'm basically, and then there's this table here which is kind of difficult for me to set up my computer because there is actually no other space. If you look over here, that's the television, that's the window, right? That was where I was sitting just now on the sofa. It's all included in the set, right? And there's basically no other place for me to set up a computer, right? And my computer is over there. That's my monitor. And yeah, so let's see. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, let me see your guys' comments. Sorry, but I was just ranting away. So yeah, most of you, thanks for all the concern, right? You were asking how I was doing. There was no live stream for so long because basically, you know, I was in that last 30 days. I had lots of things to do. I was doing my work in the factory. I was, you know, juggling the packing to move things out. I was getting my work pass arrangement done with the proper personnel that's helping me to do it. And I was, you know, I did that CNN video. That was the only video that I did. The inspiration was there all of a sudden to do that video, and you know, yeah. So now I'm just live streaming for, you know, for the first time since a long time, and I hope that you guys. Hey Royston. So yeah, I think I would say that I'm bullish about my prospect. I'm bullish about what's on the horizon for me. But until we finally see my visa, I wouldn't be, you know, popping the champagne, right? The last thing we want is to celebrate too early. Oh, Silver Chan. Okay. Work in progress. Well, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, it's a decent place. It's I will consider it a bit of upgrade from my old place, and I think that's where we should be aiming for, right? In life, that we are always, you know, upgrading a little bit by bit, and I can see that I'm actually, yeah, it's getting there for me. I think I'm gonna work at it and, you know, do my best for the last quarter. Again, if I am successful, then I will be in Beijing end of November, and I'll be doing that Wonder Festival thing, and I would be getting a chance to get a vacation at Universal Beijing, hopefully, right? So that's on the cards. Until we get there, then let's keep our fingers crossed. Yeah. And what other stuff, right? What other stuff you guys want to talk about? Studio apartment. Oh yeah, I mean, this place, if you are in Hong Kong and you get a place like this, it's gonna easily cost you 15 grand. 15 grand, yeah. 15 grand Hong Kong dollars. I would guarantee it. So definitely. I mean, this whole place, right? How far is this place from O1? Hey Albert, J and SA. So it is actually about 30 minutes by car, 40 minutes by subway, and 3 hours by bicycle. That's the difference. Yeah. I can go to Taiwan. Why would I want to go to Taiwan? So yeah. The next thing I'm gonna do is I got to. Yes, Patrick. Beijing has some COVID cases, so I hope that it will be solved by the time I get there. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna either not go, which is gonna be a shame because my aim is to go to Wonder Festival in Beijing. So let's see how it works out, right? Yes, I will probably do that. Definitely, it's gonna be in fact, I was just sharing again my surroundings on my WeChat group. Yeah, because I was like videoing, you know, taking some videos. In fact, Jay, I'll forward those videos to our group later on so you can check it out. No, I don't think I'm a big fan of Taiwan pineapple. In fact, I'm not a big fan of pineapples. Yeah, Albert, good to have you on the stream as well. I mean, yeah, you know, I wanna just fill you guys in on what's happening, especially those who are concerned with my, you know, stay or not stay. So as it stands now, if I am getting the work pass, then I would not need to renounce my Singapore citizenship as per the plan previously, right? So that would be one thing less to do. And yeah, I mean, if I get things done, then I would love to share it. I think there's a lot of information that I can share for people who are potentially wanting to come over here. I believe the rules have definitely changed. I think most of us who want to come into China would definitely have to get some kind of a work thing going, because I don't see how the tourism visa is happening anytime soon. So yeah, in fact at the immigration, hey Santan, good to have you here, Royston. In fact, the immigration office, I have eyes on the ground, and they're telling me that there's lots of foreigners who are rejected in terms of the visa, right? So I was told that I'm quite lucky in terms of how things are progressing for me. Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's kind of sad that people. I mean, you have folks from all sorts of nationalities, and they're all here. Well, some are here for no reason, right? Some are here because they were stuck when COVID came, and I guess they have some reasons not to go back to their own country. But most are actually having some work, like myself, sole proprietor, their own business, and yeah, they couldn't set up the company in time, and they have to just get a ticket back home. That's the what we're hearing on the ground. So the and the immigration people are not exactly the friendliest nor the most helpful. They are basically trying to not help you get a visa. Why do I say that? Because they are not helping you. They are asking you for more and more information. For example, if let me quote my real life example, right? I was there on Tuesday, and the reason why I was there is because the officer told me, right, if you do not have your passport gotten in hand before the expiry date, come back. That's what they said, right? Hey, Christopher. Thanks for joining. So I went, right, with the sole intention of just doing this, that the officer said, come back if you haven't got your passport. Now, the guy at the counter who was responsible for giving me the ticket, checking my stuff, he's asking me all sorts of questions, like, what are you doing here? So I said, I was conversing in Mandarin. So I said, I'm doing my production. I'm doing, stuff. Then she said, do you have any documents of your production? He's asking me stuff like that in Mandarin. And then that's when it hit me that I got advice that don't speak in Mandarin, speak in English. Because I knew that if I were to go and entertain his question about documents, then he will say, go and get your documents and come back. That's what they will do. They say, go and get your... They are wanting to give you more and more obstacles, more hoops to jump through. So, I mean, he's asking me for my proof of what I'm doing here, right? Obviously, I didn't have it on hand, which means that if I told him, if I answered all his questions, right, most likely he will say, go back and get those proof and come back. That's when I paused and I just switched to English and I said, I'm just here because your officer told me to come back when my passport is not here. Why are you asking me all these other questions? So that's when the guy said in Mandarin that he don't understand English. Then you go tell them your English. So I actually skipped through this roadblock, because had I carried on speaking in Mandarin, then I'll be in trouble. So I just switched. Suddenly I just switched to English and I said, I wasn't being angry, I wasn't being rude. I told him, I mean, what are you asking me all these questions, right? So a thing to learn, right? If you are with the immigration in China, just keep your cool. Obviously, I was frustrated as well, right? I'm not gonna lie. I was frustrated with the fact that, as I mentioned before, they are not helping you. They are not there to help you, right? They are there to give you the obstacles. And if you can overcome those obstacles, then good for you. But if you can't overcome those obstacles, then most likely you got to go back. So that's the thing. Not exactly playing dumb. You can't play dumb. If you play dumb, then it's not good. In fact, when I was at the officer and she was telling me exactly, right? She was telling me that even if you are here for your own personal business, you are still working. So you must get a work pass. That is the new rules. No questions about it. All right. So that's why I am skeptical about how anybody can come into China now without the proper channel. So yeah, that is what it is. So sorry guys, I mean, if I can't see your comments, let's see if I can see your comments. I'm actually on the direct to YouTube, so it's not exactly showing me the he must learn a lot from Pan Chang. What is that? Who is he? Me? Well, it's not really a joke. Yeah, so anyway, right guys, so let me know if there's any other questions, because I'm just doing this a quick one. I'm not going to stay on too long, probably another 10 minutes, then I will call it a night, because tell the truth, I have tickets for midnight 007. So yeah. Hey, truth teller, free thinker, how are you? So yeah, now it's 11:40, and hey Nicole, yes, so I got your message on YouTube in the comment section earlier today. I think I couldn't reply because I was just so busy, and yeah, so this stream basically would address your comment about yourself asking how I was doing. You know, I basically explained it in the past 33 minutes. So yeah, if you missed that, perhaps you can just scroll back to the front and you can hear me speak about the latest. So yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm definitely okay. You know, I'm pretty okay. So not to worry. It's just that there were a lot of things to handle, and I got to really, I got to really make sure that I'm on the ball, right? I got to be on the ball. Any idea when China will open up? If you ask me, all right, I don't see China opening up for the whole of next year, if you ask me, right? But there are all these quarantine centers being built. I don't have the update on whether are they already built, completed, or are they still building. And I believe the reason why they're building all these quarantine facilities is they are planning some kind of opening up, but I don't think it's going to be opening up like the kind of opening up VTL, right? Again, I don't think China is at the moment needing tourists into China. The Chinese tourists are enough for the country to survive on tourism, right? Seriously, Chinese tourists can go to Xinjiang, they can go to Tibet, they can go to Heilongjiang, they can go to Sanya, and these are basically tourist spots for if you are not in these areas, right? So I doubt that China is going to open up, but hey, if they do open up before 2023, then I'll eat my words, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Perhaps the quarantine centers are for the Olympic people, right? I've never thought about that. I've actually not dwelled into that, so I'm not too sure. So we will have to see. I'm not too sure. Right. So guys, my time is almost about up. I thank you guys for joining me for this very impromptu stream. I really appreciate it. You know, there's 60 of you guys in the stream. I really appreciate it so much. I will be catching up with you guys soon. I will show you guys around this area, possibly in the weekend on Sunday, I think. Right? Let's do a Sunday afternoon walk, and I will definitely maybe put up a community post before that to let you guys know the time. Otherwise, tonight was really very impromptu because I rode back from Luowu, 3 hours of bike ride, and you know, I had my dinner and I came back, and you know, just thought I tidied up the place first before I did the stream because it was really the mess, total mess, right? So I did what I could to tidy up, right? Okay guys, so thanks a lot once again. I appreciate your time for being with me, and until we meet on Sunday, most likely, very likely, I will see you, and take care guys, take care, be safe, and good night, good afternoon, and good morning to everyone. Cheers.